So the Andrew Tate story just got a whole lot more interesting. His detainment has been extended for an extra 30 days, which is absolutely ridiculous because they still have yet to come out with any evidence for Andrew Tate being detained, and we've seen a ton of evidence for him being innocent. So that's absolutely ridiculous that he's being detained for 30 days. But what's even more interesting is that his assistant and the other girl that was charged with him, it was 4 people who were charged with crimes. His assistant and the other girl, I don't actually know the relation of the other girl to Andrew Tate, but I know they were business partners in some sort of way. And what's really interesting about the whole thing is those 2 girls had more charges than Tristan and Andrew. So it's kind of, it's kind of weird that those 2 had more charges than Tristan and Andrew. And what's the weirdest part about it is Andrew's detainment got extended for 30 days and those 2 girls got released. They're now on house arrest. And it could be a number of different things. Some people are saying that it was possibly that they snitched on them. Who knows? I don't think there was that, but we'll go into all the possible explanations in just one second. Here is an article from We Got This Covered. How long has Andrew Tate been in jail, and is his detainment unjust? Once again, a Romanian court has extended Andrew Tate's detainment for another 30 days, leading to more questions than answers in an investigation that may be leaning more towards desperation. Tate has not exactly been the most well-liked man in the world, and it's not just due to some of his head-scratching opinions and questionable statements. He's been rightly under recent fire. It's just, every article that I read is just the same thing. It's anti-Andrew Tate. I can't find one who's not anti-Andrew Tate. It's pretty frustrating, but we got to read through it, man. I'm just trying to get to the info. Don't really care about their opinions, even though they're trying to insert their stupid opinions in here. Those allegations are mostly born out of his profits from a webcam business where he had as much as 70 different women working for him as webcam girls. Men would pay fees to watch girls live online, usually as the girls would engage in individuals, acts requested by the subscriber. Multiple women who were amongst the webcam girls working for him accused him of manipulating them into work, partially by using the lover boy method in order to initially mislead them. And the 2 original girls who accused him had just gotten leaked documents pretty much stating that they were framing him. It was pretty obvious that they framed him. They were saying, we need an Oscar. They were saying, make sure you play up the tears. They were saying, they were after they went and talked to the cops, they were extremely happy. They said, we did great. We should get an Oscar, all these other things. And then they immediately flew to London. I believe they were in the French Riviera, which is an extremely expensive place to live, by the way. And they stayed there for months and months. Also, once they got to London, they all of a sudden had brand new shoes, brand new bags, diamond bracelets, diamond watches. They upgraded everything. Somehow, they had a big influx of money. It's almost like they were paid off to report Andrew to the feds. It almost seemed like that. But like I said, this very interesting development is happening now in the Andrew Tate case. It's kind of weird. I don't know really what to think about it. I have my opinions, but I'll first let you get the information, and then I'll give my opinion right after.
Just recently we see Andrew Tate's arrest period extended, and that's very interesting. There's 4 people in this case: Andrew, Tristan, and the 2 women. The 2 women were released on house arrest, yet they have more charges. You can see here Andrew Tate has 9, Tristan Tate 7. As for the women, they have 11 charges, one of them, and they have somehow been released. Another has 13 charges in this case. Now,
so that's like double. They have like double the charges of Andrew and Tristan. So obviously, whatever they're trying to accuse them of, whether they're guilty or not, it's yet to be proven. I don't think they're guilty, but like I said, we don't know for sure. There's no way that we can know for sure. But whatever they're being accused of, whatever they're being charged with, it seems like those 2 women were kind of like, either the mastermind behind the whole thing, or they were being told by Andrew and Tristan to carry out these crimes that they're being charged with. And it's weird that either way, if they have double the charges of Andrew and Tristan, why are they being released and not Andrew and Tristan? That really doesn't make much sense. I think I know why, but I'll tell you at the end of this video.
Now, I see an article about this saying, what means when you have more charges than the Tate brothers, but you are on home arrest while Andrew Tate is still under arrest? It means that someone started to snitch, but I do not believe this to be the case. Now, why would they wait so long?
I also don't think that that's the case for multiple reasons. I don't think that there's anything for them to snitch on them with, because I don't think they're guilty, for one. But also, like I said, a much longer explanation is needed for the second one. But yeah, I don't think that I don't think that's the case. But let's continue on getting the information first.
I'm not sure if any offer was even put towards them, but why would they wait so long to decide to finally snitch after around 50 days or so? And also, every time they come out for them court appearances, they spoke out and were supportive of the Tate brothers as well, saying that they're innocent, so there'll be nothing to snitch on. Remember, they've only been put on house arrest for now. They haven't been cleared of any charges, which usually happens if you cooperate. You get cleared in order to tell about the other people. Take your boy 6ix9ine for example. He ended up getting out. in order to cooperate against his former friends or so-called friends. That offer might have been presented to them, but I don't think they've taken it at all. This ain't the first time the snitching rumours have come up. I just want to say there's nothing at all to suggest or solidify any evidence towards the fact that they have snitched. There is nothing right now, but I'll keep you guys posted.
Okay, I think I know what's going on here. I think it's one of two things, okay? It could be, number one, that Romania, it just has a vendetta against Andrew because he is on record saying in the past that he lives in Romania, that he moved to Romania because of how corrupt the legal system is and how, you know, every legal system is corrupt, every single police force is corrupt, but Romania is one of the most corrupt ones, and that if you are accused of something falsely, you can just pay off the cops to, you know, not arrest you. You can pay off the legal system to not put you in jail, etc., etc. Obviously, Romania is not a first world country. It's trying to get towards that. Obviously, the capital city is probably pretty nice. Never been there, but I'm sure that Andrew Tate, you know, with a lot of money that he has, he wouldn't live in Romania, in the capital city, unless it was pretty nice. So I'm sure that, you know, pretty much every single country out there right now is, you know, the capital city is going to be nice. And in the modern day, the capital city is going to be pretty nice. So I'm sure the capital city is pretty nice, but they're trying to enter the first world. You know, they're trying to get up there into the first world. And you can't do that if people like Andrew Tate are out there. You're going to be looked at as a joke if people are literally living in your country because of how corrupt the legal system is. You can't, you're not going to be looked at. You're not going to be taken seriously if people like Andrew Tate are on the internet saying, I live in Romania because I know I can pay off the cops. I know I can pay off the judges to where I won't go to jail if I'm accused of something. It's not going to be a good look. So I think, one, Romania has a vendetta against Andrew because of that. And they want to prove to the rest of the world that they are serious. They are a serious first world country. They want to be, you know, they want to be initiated into the first world. They want to be along with the United States, the UK, Canada. They want to be with everybody else. And they are working towards that. They are getting there. But it's just not there yet. And Andrew's not wrong. You know, it seems like the Romanian court system is pretty corrupt. And I think, actually, you know, them keeping Andrew Tate as long as they have without releasing any sort of evidence that he should be detained, even though it is within the law, it is within the Romanian law that they can detain him up to 180 days, I think this makes them look a lot more corrupt than if they wouldn't have done this. So ironically enough, they tried to make themselves look not corrupt. And by doing that, they made themselves look even more corrupt than they did before, you know, with Andrew Tate coming out and saying that they are corrupt. Another thing that it could be, which is a much simpler explanation, which I think it probably is this one, is that they're not really that scared of the girls fleeing. I don't think they think the girls have that much money, which I don't know if they have access to any of Andrew or Tristan's money. I wouldn't think so, but they could possibly have enough money to get out of the country. So that's what I'm leaning towards, is that they don't think the girls will flee the country, but if they did let Andrew and Tristan out, they would probably get out of the country as fast as possible because they've been wrongfully detained for however long it's been. I think it's been like 2.5 months now, or maybe it's just 2 months and it's going to be 3 months after these 30 days. It's been too long. The point is, it's been too long, and I think that if they were released at this point, they would probably get the hell out of there as fast as possible, using their connections, using their money to just, you know, somehow get out of there. And I don't think they think the girls are going to do that. So I think that's why. Let me know in the comments what you think about Andrew Tate being detained for an additional 30 days. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Let me know what you think in the comments about the whole situation. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and I hope to see you on the next one.